things always, in life in general, you always have a plan, and sometimes you deviate from the plan because things just, manifest and they go in a direction. But for the most part, yeah, I think we even set out to do more than what we were planning to do. Our initial plea and ask was for just long-term dignified housing. So we've changed that conversation. People started to move from the hotels now into long-term housing with FEMA assistance. And now we've actually been hand in creating a law for the entire state. So I see it as more than just our efforts in Lahaina. I see it as the effort in Lahaina being now a beacon for the rest of the state. And I always say Lahaina has probably the most densely packed area, is the most densely packed area of all of our issues that the state experiences statewide. The lack of water, lack of adequate infrastructure, lack of policing of short-term rentals, too many short-term rentals, over-tourism, too much private ownership of water, So I think a win for us in Lahaina will extrapolate throughout the rest of the state and feel like we can kind of set that foundation.
About how many people are still left at the
Yeah, so towards the end, we only ended up having a couple, very few people there. For the most part, it was just our core team that was staying down there and would have people come and volunteer. There are people that were kicked out of the hotels, didn't have a place to go. We worked with, so many other people to get them housed. So I know we have a couple people that didn't qualify for Red Cross or FEMA assistance, and we were able to get them into long-term housing. And yeah, we made sure we weren't abandoning anybody that was staying with us. We tried to get people into homes so that they didn't have to live in that.
What is the next step forward? Do you have more initiatives planned, or is this the end of
This is just the beginning. This is a huge win, but one small step for us. And I think we just needed to, we weren't seen as a very credible source in the beginning, and I feel like we had to kind of prove ourselves to show that we were, in fact, educated on these matters, that we knew what the communities needed. We saw the underlying issues that led up to the fire itself. So, I know one of the biggest focuses coming up is getting our water back and putting our waters back into the stream, because 78% is still owned by private purveyors, and helping to reforest our aina, because that's what's going to help mitigate anything to come in the future. And as climate change begins to continue on the track that it's been, we've been seeing storms coming through that were once every 100 years, now coming every 5 or 10 years. So can we expect winds like that sometime in the very near future? I think so. So I think it's super crucial that we help to restore everything long term so that we don't put ourselves back in the same position.